Being in the woods in late summer kind of gives you a kick up the backside. That autumn is coming. The rain starts falling, everything's very damp, and you start to rely on your skills more than you did in the summer. That fire to purify your water or cook your food becomes more important to us. We pack waterproofs, packs get heavier, unless you want to suffer basically. I've brought out a new hobo stove that I've been testing, made it myself out of a utensil holder. It fits my Guyot bottle and my GSI cup quite well, fits a lot of other pots that I've got as well. I've just collected, I'll do this without jogging the camera, I've actually left my other tripod mount at a friend's, so I'm using the Gorilla Pod. Again, it's good because it's lightweight, but it's not as high up, so I'm putting that in trees. I've actually got a good hoard of pine cones, and probably some of the best kindling material there is in these woodlands. Again, I'm in a new woodland, I'm getting to know this woodland. It's still heavily walked by dog walkers, still have the plains, but it's loads of pine trees, holly, rowan, sycamore and English maple, yew. It's a totally different woodland to what I'm used to, but it's nice to be in a woodland. It's nice to be out again. Been doing a lot lately, and it is nice just to get out by myself and have a good look at the woodland, take note what's around. I've already found tons of resources here at the moment, and I've been out 2 hours now, and I can say I've probably found 5 wild foods, although none of it's game, none of it's fish. This is all plant life, berries, typical stuff you're bound to find in an English woodland, without breaking the law. So I'm going to get this hobo stove going, get me a brew and get some breakfast on. This is my meal kit, my hobo kit, in my 10x4 max position pouch. It just replaces the GSI cooker or the cup stand, because it has more capabilities. And this is actually something I've been using, not just something I've made for the video or made to look good. This is actually a kit that I use. So in here, this tough little bag, I've got some ethanol gel, got 2 bottles. You can carry meths in this, methylated spirits, some waxy cotton balls. This is my cup lid, have a spork, some tinder card, fire steel, the meths burner, simmering, and a Dermasafe blade and Dermasafe saw. Obviously the saw I use for my fire steel, the blade I use just for a bit of food prep, normally fish. So there's that. The 2 pegs that I had in my last kit, it's coming quite handy in this. Top, I have my cup, GSI, my Guyot Designs backpacker model. It's the one that goes down slim. This also has the hanging loop on it. My Trangia and the cat can that I burn the ethanol gel in. And here's my hobo stove. Again, a utensil holder, loads of holes drilled in, big hole in the front for kindling and tinder, and some holes at the top for the pegs, but I've been resting them on top, and that's it. That is the kit. This is something I carry. I can attach my shoulder strap on there, and I'm away. So let's get this thing burning. Right, this is what I've got. The hobo stove, got a waxy ball and my little fire steel and striker. Works quite well. I'm just going to strike in here and light this. Okay, that's that lit. Got to give that time to catch properly. Now I'm going to drop in my favourite little kindling. Try not to put it out. See it, and these catch quite well because I know they're dry because I collected them before. Preparation is definitely key to being out when it's this time of year. Pegs go on. And cup goes on that. Obviously the key to a hobo stove is airflow. And if I could prop this up, it'd be a lot better. Well, this will burn and I'll be able to get pine cones in the bottom. And once these things have burnt, they turn into great little coals, especially to cook over. So I'm just going to grab my leather gloves now so I can handle stuff and get you a better view.
Well, that went a bit quick for me to get the camera on to show it coming up to the boil. 40, I'd say around 40-45 seconds over the initial flame. I'm going to have to take it off, so I'm wasting water. Pop in the pine cones that just fell out front. It's one of the major problems I've got. Didn't make the hole high enough. Right, it holds the wood fairly well. It's still burning away. But you know, it just works for me. Wherever I go, there's always something to burn, and it's free fuel. Let's get some breakfast on. My breakfast I bring out is in this clip and clip tub. This has worked out ideal for me. I've had this for months now. Made a little pot cosy for the bottom, which can also be used as a cup with a lid. Chopping board lid as well. And this bit goes over the top and it makes a full pot cosy and saves you fuel when you're cooking. So what I've got in here is some porridge, some Quaker oats, what I normally bring out, some milk powder and sugar in there already. Just knock these up. Also knock these up into Ziploc bags, as well as my couscous and salami and stuff, and just keep the bags, pack them all in here and just take them out and empty them in here as I need them. Real simple cooking, guys, this. Pour in some hot water. And just grab a spoon. This is why I always keep sporks everywhere. Just when you think you've actually got one handy, you haven't. So I just give this a stir. Add in some more water if I need it, which I'm going to, a little bit more, which means there's more than enough for a brew as well. So this normally needs to be simmered on a hob, but as I showed you with the pour and store bags, if you let it sit, let it swell, lid on, leave it for 5 or 6 minutes and it'll be done. I also just pop this on my mat so that it's not, the heat ain't been sucked out the bottom into the ground. Now for my brew, well, I've got something a little special for the cup. This is something new. It was actually shown to me by a student on a course I was helping out on, which is this, a Sea to Summit. This is the X mug, I believe. It's not written on there. X mug. There is an X cup. What it does is pop down, and I keep this in my pocket at all times now when I'm out in the woods. And just a Maxwell House sachet of coffee. Pop in enough water, stir away, and these things are actually really sturdy. It's made out of a heat resistant silicone and it's got a plastic rim at the top. It's really little nifty product, that. There's enough water in the bottom now to do wash up afterwards, so I'm pretty much sorted. And cooking it was free, food's very cheap, coffee's cheap, and I'm sorted for breakfast. Some of you might ask, or have asked, where I've been. Well, out in the woods, but more so with my family. Summer is a great time to get the kids out and really enjoy being out, because it's dry, it's not wet and miserable. Camping trips, holidays, you know, just spending quality time with the family. You'll know I've neglected YouTube a bit. You know, it's time to get out there now and come out when I enjoy coming out, when it's not too hot, it's cool, it's damp and wet, it's miserable for everyone else. I love the wet weather. Provides water for you to drink, and keeps them unwanted people out of the woods, really. As you see, it's quite quiet here. I've heard the odd dog walker shout. Yeah, I've been really testing out the gear. I've got a new kit that I've packed up, that I've been keeping with me at all times. Stuff in my buffalo jacket, even over the summer I've been wearing it, and it's packed with all my gear, because sometimes I've left my packs at the camp and just wandered off. You never know when you're going to need something to do stuff with, and I've not always been able to wear my big knife on my belt. In public places it's really hard to do. You can see a dog walker's coming up. Again, with my knife, I haven't been carrying my bushcraft knife with me. I've been carrying my Becker Necker kit, which actually has a belt mount now, just made out of paracord, but it can also be hung around my neck for a neck knife. But it's worked out really well, and I'll show you that kit, or what I've added extra to it. But pretty much everything's the same, except for the different woodland. Still carrying the BCB 35 litre with my little mod front bag on it. Again, I'll show you that in a minute. Yeah, it's pretty much just doing it, getting out there and doing it, guys. Although I haven't been able to take the video camera out, it's been fun. It's been good learning. Definitely learning new stuff when you forget things, improvising, and really kind of everything I've been carrying extra in my bag is really come in handy. Everything barring the first aid kit, which I always carry anyway, 2 of. One for my pack in the top, which is a big first aid kit. One either goes in a side cargo pocket or in a pocket that I carry. Again, something I wanted to talk to you about is the lock sack bags. I've had 10 of them now. They've all failed on me. No matter how I keep the bag safe, the seals have all gone, which is not good at all. So on one of the courses we were quite happy to have Simon Eller from the Bushcraft and Survival magazine on the course doing a review, and in the magazine was someone done an article on making your own dry bags as such, using Ziploc bags. Now this is a 4mm thick Ziploc bag, medical grade, really thick, really strong on their own, but all I've done is back it up with gaffer tape, but also I put a patch of Gorilla Tape on there with a cord loop on it which attaches in my pocket. Recent climbing trip I did, this did slide out my cargo pocket. Being 150 foot up, it was held in long enough on this, which is Spectra cord, it's a climbing cord, just to pull it back up and stick it back in my pocket. You know, it's just them simple things. Lucky I did it, really. It was an afterthought. So I still carry everything I had in there before, barring I've stuck a little light and a notebook and pencil in there. Really, it's just a personal first aid kit and meds pack, but with a few little items in there spare, more so if my button lights, batteries go elsewhere. I know I've always got one. And, I carry this around with me every day. It goes in my coat pocket during the day. I'm going out with the kids, family, and then I carry my keys. So my keys there, but this other separate part comes off with key coupler, whistle, torch, Leatherman squirt, PS4, ultimate little multi-tool, brilliant little multi-tool. The X-Attack, this is the normal one, this isn't the titanium one, far too expensive for me. Little fire steel, Works great. A bit fiddly, but it works. And a little capsule there I keep a £10 note in, just spare. And then I've got my other locker key. So that's just what I carry on with me every day. I mean every day, not in the woods. This is every day. Just them simple things that can help you out. So, I'm assuming my breakfast should be done now, which it is. Nice, thick. Is that there? Nice. Perfectly done porridge. And the good thing about Quaker oats, they come in sachets already, small sachets, serving portion size, and they come with fruit in as well, which is quite nice, although you can always add it at home. So, I'll drink my coffee, eat my breakfast, and I'll get back to you.